Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Pending Plans podcast. My name is Bella, and this is a podcast where we talk about all things pending for 20-somethings. But today is a very special episode because we have the three co-founders of SongProof, which is an app that creatives can use to protect their music. And I know that's important for our generation, Gen Z. We're putting things out there on TikTok, on Instagram, on SoundCloud, but how do we know that our music is protected, and how do we know how to do it? We don't. So this app solved that issue. It solved the gap. It's easy to use. It's right there at our fingertips. We can register our songs, and we have the three co-founders that can tell us all about it and why we should be using it.
Hi, my name is Mario. I'm a musician, songwriter. I've been in the MI industry for 30 years, so this is a very special project and something that is close to my heart.
Wonderful. Thank you. Nadeem?
Yeah, hi, Bella. So I used to be a musician a long time ago. Left it for reasons that I never wanted to leave, but then got into the tech world.
Okay.
So I have both the music and the tech side, kind of have a good understanding of it. So I was able to actually envision, along with my founders, how to marry the music world to the tech world. And SongProof is a byproduct of that. And I think the main thing is that the power of creation needs to be taken seriously because especially these days where things are easy to create very fast. Mm-hmm. And that's how SongProof actually came to be.
Yeah, the music and the tech colliding.
Yeah, colliding.
Perfect.
Exactly.
Hina?
Hi, Bella. So I'm Hina Rizvi. I'm an entertainment lawyer, and I've dealt with musicians both personally and professionally over the past 14 years. So that's my insight into SongProof and the need to protect your music.
Perfect. It's actually really cool that we have three generations. I'm a Gen Z. We have Gen X, Baby Boomer, Millennial.
Yes.
And you guys have insights that we as Gen Z, we don't have. It's nice to have the different perspectives to talk about why we should be protecting our music. So I feel like a lot of people in my generation, for example, like even me, I used to write songs, like I'll voice record it or like I've written something on the piano, I posted it on TikTok, and to me, I'm like, okay, it's protected. My name is there, my username and the date and time. But is that not how it works?
You want to take that? Well, I'll take it on. The short answer is no.
Okay.
And the industry right now, the transmission industry, whether it is TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and all these things, they do want creative input. They want people to work. Majority of the time, just what you're putting up there online are probably not going to make a lot of money. But there are times that happens. And when that happens, it's a lot of money. Mm-hmm. The question then comes, how do we split it? What do we do? Who wrote it? When did he write it or she write it? Do you have any proof or evidence? In the olden days, copyright, like the proper official copyright process, is what people used. There were other ways people used to try to protect themselves. But these days, you don't have time month to month to wait and pay money for an idea that comes to you. Then you can't wait to put it up online.
Yeah.
How do you protect yourself at that moment? And that's what SongProof does.
Yeah, I feel like the thing for our generation in terms of anything creative, it's like we have the idea and we want to put it out immediately, especially with like all the trends and stuff. It's like you really have to hop on it quickly. So for SongProof, like, is that fast or?
Yep.
Go ahead.
Exactly. It's really fast, so you're not going to have to wait a month or two.
Okay.
So it's immediate. So the app, as you know, is you open it up, you have a record and register. So if you're inspired and you have a song and you write it, instead of uploading it directly to one of the platforms, social media platforms, you record and register it right there.
Okay.
And then there's a contract, and it gets it's actually on the blockchain. So it's irrefutable.
And what is the blockchain?
That's something that Nadeem could speak to more technically.
Okay.
But just to finish up, what it is really is irrefutable evidence. You got a universal timestamp.
Okay.
And you got a local timestamp.
Okay.
And it gives you proof of ownership that you wrote that.
Okay.
There's your name, copyright the percentage, and then it also actually if you're co-writing with someone else, there's a split sheet built in that we can get into, which is very important and it's crucial. But you're not waiting for a return letter
Yeah.
from. It just shows you, even if your song isn't complete yet, but the idea, you got a chorus, you got a cool thing. I've seen you do it. You go and right away you put it on TikTok by your
Yeah.
piano. Well, this is the step before that.
Okay.
Just in case that thing
Yeah.
blows up, you have some form of evidence.
Okay, because I feel like a lot of us will just like go in our notes app, write a couple lyrics, or like go on voice memos, hit record, and like we think because of the timestamp that it's protected, but it's
No, that
not.
is. I mean, I'll have Hannah
So-
answer. Legally speaking,
Yeah. Like
a
legally.
system time clock
Yeah.
is not legal.
Yes, so I mean, you could do, the similar voice memo on SongProof on the app.
Oh.
And there's like Maria said, there's a record live function. So you could press that and then just record a voice memo or a thought that comes to you. And although it's not official government copyright registration, and we always recommend that if that is available in your country, but it is your first line of defense. It is scientific grade evidence of your song's birth certificate.
Okay.
So you receive a SongProof certificate, which we refer to as your song's birth certificate. It has the date and time stamp, and it is registered on the blockchain. So it cannot be altered, it cannot be edited, it cannot be deleted, even by the creator themselves. So if you update your track or you have a new co-writer, you can upload a new file on the blockchain. So a new track, and that will form part of your catalog on SongProof. And blockchain evidence is becoming more and more recognized. It is legally recognized by the U.S. Supreme Court, is recognized by WIPO, which is in the EU. They manage copyright for numerous countries around the world. So it is considered to be legal evidence that can be submitted in court.
Okay, nice. And back to what the blockchain
Blockchain
is.
a-
Yeah.
I'll take that
It's
out.
like it's jargon for the Gen Z.
Okay. So I guess the best way to think about it is that imagine there is a huge Excel file in the cloud,
Okay.
like your Excel.
I like to say that your universal post office in space.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay. So if you think of a spreadsheet out there, you can enter every row what you want, and every row has a timestamp on it. Unlike traditional spreadsheet where you can go and you can change it, this one you can't. Once you enter a data, it gets fixed. The only way to make a modification to that is in the next entry, you make a reference to the previous entry, which it does automatically. There's a historical link to
Okay.
it. And you can say, well, I did this with two people, now I'm adding a third person. I'm giving it to you in a narrative format, but
Yeah.
it's actually done quite elegantly.
Okay.
Okay. And this is your blockchain essentially. And everybody knows about Bitcoin, everybody knows about cryptocurrency. That would not exist if blockchain wasn't there.
Okay.
So we are not a crypto company. We are not a company that says you need an NFT or you need to buy crypto or we are doing our own mining. No, none of that. We are taking the technology that underlines that whole industry
Okay.
and using it for timestamping, creation of work.
Yeah, that's definitely important for anyone who's creative, like to have that timestamp that's more than just a post. Or
Yeah.
it actually has me wondering, like, what would happen if someone blew up on TikTok, for example, and then, I mean, I hope this would never happen, but like then someone would what if someone song-proofed it after, like stole the thing on TikTok and then song-proofed it after? The original creator would be at a disadvantage.
Yeah, but that's the reason we are trying to get the word out there.
Yeah.
Because prior to this discussion, this service didn't exist,
Okay.
but now it does.
Yeah.
We are getting a lot of, not a lot, I shouldn't say a lot, we're getting some requests from people who have legacy catalogs, some big companies who like have 1,000, 10,000 catalog songs, but these are all old music. They're asking, can we songproof it? Well, nothing prevents you from doing it, but this is after the fact.
Yeah.
And this is why it is so important for your generation to really look at this thing seriously because you do have that in your pocket right now.
Yeah.
Okay? We didn't.
Yeah.
And we left the music industry. At least I did because of that.
Okay.
Things getting stolen. Okay.
Also, on another note, on the app, and Hannah, maybe you can speak with this. You do have to declare that what you're putting in is your own work,
Exactly.
things like that. Just
Okay.
like any other contract, even if it was a paper contract, you'd still have to go in with good faith.
Yeah, okay.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, am I
So-
saying that correctly? I'm
No,
not
you
sure.
are. So when you register, there are the terms and conditions. We're
Oh,
aware
okay,
that
good.
not everyone goes through them, but the terms and conditions state that you are a genuine, honest creator, or you can songproof for others, and then the responsibility is on you to ensure that it is the original creator of that work. But then also, apart from the terms and conditions, every single time you upload a track on SongProof, you have to check off 2 boxes that you have the authority to upload this, and all the information provided is accurate. So the author of the song that is listed on your SongProof certificate should be the original creator, or should be the individual that the original creator has transferred all of their rights to. For example, a publisher or a record label. As long as the original creator has transferred their rights to them, they have the right to own that piece of work, or there is some type of agreement between them. So they have to confirm that the information is accurate. So we are hoping that all of our users are being genuine and sincere with
Yeah.
the information. And obviously, we cannot police thousands and
Yeah.
one day millions of users, but we're hoping that everyone has the same vision of protecting their music and protecting
Okay.
their art.
Nice. And is Songproof, is this more for like smaller creators, or is it something that, anyone could
It's all
use?
over the place.
All over the place.
I mean, we were just talking before that we launched about, I think, 4 months ago. We've been at it for about a year. It's really amazing to see we're in 55 plus countries right now.
Wow.
And we're getting people registering their songs from, to be honest, countries I haven't even heard of. Okay? Okay?
Yeah.
And all kinds of different artists too. Like we have Tino Itzo, who is one of our ambassadors. He's written hit songs for Celine Dion, for example.
Wow.
And he has a huge catalog, and he's using SongProof because he goes, I'd love to catalog all my songs. He goes, when somebody asks me to license my song, I have to go scramble and look for.
Yeah, it's
whatever.
convenient to have it all in one place.
It's all convenient. It's all there in your pocket. And then we have a lot of independent artists that are sharing their music with maybe a producer they want to work with, or maybe, a label's interested. So before they take that step, they'll just songproof it.
Yeah.
So it's quite the range.
Okay.
And that's, Casey James from American Idol, he uses it.
Okay.
He's another one of our endorsing artists, let's say. And so, and he likes it because he says, when I write with so many different artists, that I actually want to give them credit. And sometimes you're like, man, did I write that with John or Mary or Cindy?
Yeah.
And for him, it's almost like a management system where he puts all the information in of who wrote what. So it's very clear right at the beginning. And then you can get on with the fun part, which is creating,
Yeah.
right?
And I also feel like too, like if you're writing as a group, or if you're an independent artist and you're like, maybe there's that fear of like you want to gatekeep something because you're worried.
Well,
or,
you should talk to them.
Yeah,
The first
you're-
call that we got, remember when we
Oh,
started
yes,
up?
yes,
That's an
yes.
interesting example.
yeah.
Yes. So when we initially launched, one of the first calls that we got, like a SongProof called, so it was an artist who was entering a music competition, and he, interestingly, he already registered his song with the Canadian Copyright Office. So he had an official government registration of his track. But he still didn't want to send his track to the organization that set up the music competition, because he said, this is just a piece of paper with my name and the song title. So if I send them the track, someone can steal it, release it under a different title.
It's
then
smart that he was thinking about all that.
Exactly. So I told him, we'll soundproof it.
Yeah.
Because another feature of our certificate is that your audio track is attached to the certificate.
Okay.
And the metadata is uploaded to the blockchain. So you can go back and trace which audio file is attached to this
Wow.
certificate.
Yeah.
So it's just another level of protection. Like I said, a scientific grade protection. And you don't have that fear of sharing it to an organization or sending it to a potential co-writer,
Yeah.
and of them releasing. And if they do, you have hardcore evidence that it's yours.
But to your point, gatekeeping, that happens.
Yeah.
Because
You're
if you're
scared to share it.
right, yeah, like if you're writing with when you're writing with a new songwriter, you've never
Yeah.
written, and you don't go there with a clean slate. You always have ideas. You have a title, you have a couple, maybe a verse, maybe you have a bridge, you have a cool riff, and what happens is if you don't trust the person, you'll hold back, and then you're not putting your best foot forward,
Yeah.
which means you're not writing the best song you possibly can, right? So having this, like, you could do that in advance, and then you go in and you can say, hey, this is what I have. And then it's on you to say, yeah, I'll share my work 50-50 because this is
Okay.
fair. We're all contributing. But that's the other thing. Today, your generation is pumping out stuff like
Yeah.
riffs and verses and titles and,
Yeah, I have
and
I have a
bars.
question actually though. So on the app though, is it like can you really do just like a small segment or can
Yep.
you do like an idea? Like let's say like you and I were writing something like could I record like our session of like
Yeah.
our process or is it once it's like something's finished?
Even your process, you could record it. You can literally hit play and record right on the app and just go through it.
Okay, so even if we're just like going back and forth of like building something together?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then at least you have that embryonic idea that's registered at the beginning. That's
Yeah.
why we call it the birth certificate of your song.
It's like
One
before.
very important distinction, as a very good example that you raised, one can ask, I can do that in voice memo. Why do I need an app to do that? It's built
Yeah.
into my phone. This voice memo that we are doing with SongProof is being written into the blockchain. The voice memo that you're doing on your Apple phone or your whatever Galaxy, that's just a time code on an operating system.
Yeah.
And I don't have to tell you how many times those things don't work well.
Yeah.
Okay. That can be altered. And
Yeah.
that's the reason that is not court admissible.
Okay.
But this voice memo or this track that you're putting into the SongProof app is being tied directly to the blockchain time code, UTC.
Okay.
Big
And that will be
difference.
there permanently,
Permanently.
forever.
Permanently.
Even whether SongProof is in business or not, your
Always
file
there.
will be on the blockchain forever.
And you have
Okay.
access to it.
Yeah, you're not dependent on
We're the
us.
vehicle to
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like you said, Songproof could go away one day or decide to retire on some island or something. or we become rock stars. You never know. It's never too
That'd
late.
be nice.
It's never too late.
Never too
but,
late.
but that's the beauty of it. It will always be there. You won't be able to
Okay.
put new songs, but your songs that you registered will be on the
Okay.
blockchain.
Yeah.
And that cost of entry is so low. I mean,
Well, what does it cost?
we have packages. So if you buy
Okay.
a pack of 25 songs, your song is literally $1 a song, cheaper than a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you spend $1 for something that you feel so passionate about?
Yeah, and also just like the peace of mind of knowing.
Peace of
Yeah.
mind. And the whole process is about 30 seconds.
Yeah.
See, music is valuable in your generation, and I'm not trying to sound like an old guy, but it's like fast food for you guys. You go on your, Spotify or Apple Music, and it's just it's
Yeah.
coming at you
We're
so
going
fast.
for quantity.
Quantity.
Yes.
When I was a kid, when I was 13, 14 years old, I literally had to save up my money, then take the bus and the metro downtown to Rock on Stock, which was a music store,
Right.
buy the vinyl, then go home, and then it was a process. It was a thing, right?
It was a
So that was worth a lot to us, and that's
Yeah.
why we have our album collection and our CD collection, and it's valuable and it's personal, and I think that what you guys should realize, and I think you do more and more, is that there's value in your creation, what
Yeah.
you create, what you write. That's really, really important. But you were probably not accustomed to it because it was coming at you so quick.
Yeah.
So it's not your fault. It's just that it was presented to you differently.
Yeah, and I feel like also just like online we see all of these stories of like, oh, this is going viral overnight, or like you post this on SoundCloud and then
Yeah.
you blow up, and like you think that that's enough, but it's not.
The business side of it is very, very different than the entry of what it looks like.
Yeah.
And most people get burnt on the business side because they don't prepare for it going into it.
Yeah.
And it's happened to me. Like somebody used a verse or a chorus or took took my verse and turned it into a
Yeah,
chorus.
that
And-
reminds me of this movie, like the Power Ballad.
yeah,
Oh, you saw
Yeah.
it? You saw
Yeah,
it?
and Paul Rudd, like his character and his
Rick Jonas.
Yes. So how would Songproof have, like, if that was in the movie, what would
I'll
have?
ask a
Well,
lawyer.
I mean, he wouldn't be scrambling for evidence or old videos or old, the voice notes or demos
Yeah,
or
like,
recordings.
just for context, like
Yeah.
in the movie, like does anyone? You want to give a little about the movie?
Background.
Well, sure. Yeah. So in this movie, which is cool, you should watch it. Is basically this sweating singer dude ends up writing a song one night with this famous artist, and later on in the movie, the character played by Paul Rudd is in a grocery store or something, and he literally hears his song, the chorus and everything. And now he's trying to go after this manager, and they're shutting him down for many
Okay.
reasons. First of all, it doesn't look good reputation-wise.
Yeah.
All that stuff. And then he goes back to his band. His own band didn't believe him. It's
Yeah.
like, bro, you wrote so many songs. How do I know you wrote that? Remember that day? Then he goes home and he's like, man, dude, I wrote that song. And then at one point you see his daughter's going through files and files, just trying to find any fragment of information or
Yeah.
evidence to prove.
But if Songproof, sorry, I cut you off.
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
not
yeah.
at all.
Just for context,
Of
so everyone
course,
knows.
yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, and then so if he had a Songproof birth certificate, all
Yeah.
he had to do was send that over,
Yeah.
email it over, or just show it to them, and it would be, evidence with a chain of title,
Yeah.
right? That hasn't been edited, it hasn't been tampered with, and it would prove that I created the song on this date and time, which was several years prior. And, it would have saved him a lot of hassle, potentially a lot of money, stress.
Even just the time of like
time,
like
yeah.
scrolling through the old videos, like
Yes.
at least now it would have been all organized, and you have the proof, and
As
like-
on the blockchain.
and it's
Nobody
on the
can argue.
blockchain. You can't
Yeah.
argue with it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I feel like
And
yeah,
the courts accept it.
yeah,
Yeah.
You know, so, I mean, one scene that personally I can relate to some extent back then, like the character played by Rick Jonas. He's a superstar. Mm-hmm. He had no intention, probably, that the night that the two buddies were getting together. Because he just came into a wedding, he liked the wedding singers. Hey, you want to do something with me? And they just started having a few drinks, and casually and that song became a mega hit. And when character played by Paul Rudd actually goes and confronts Rick Jonas, Rick Jonas basically Nick
Yes,
Nick Jonas.
Yeah, yeah.
See, baby boomer. Okay, Nick Jonas. Okay, Nick Jonas. He basically shuts at him. He said, "Well, what are you going to do?
Prove it.
Prove it."
Yeah.
yeah,
And the poor guy goes to the lawyer, and that scene was hilarious. The lawyer goes, "Do you have any evidence when you wrote it?"
It's all about evidence. You have
Yeah.
to document everything. Yeah.
yeah.
I like it personally. When you ask me what do you think of this app and this idea that you had, I like it because I find that every musician, big or small, it's always uncomfortable to talk about the business side of it.
Yeah.
And it's awkward. So for a couple of reasons. If you take care of it right away, then you can go in and just play music, and that's what we want to do. Secondly, and I personally have some friends who are in some major label acts. If you're being invited to write a song, the last thing you want to do is put a stick in the spokes and say, whoa, before we start,
Yeah, it's awkward.
how's this going to play out? And it's happened to, we had a conversation yesterday about one of our friends that it's happening to, and he's like, what do I do? He was promised a certain percentage. He's just happy to be in the room with these people. Now what? But if you had and hopefully it works out, but this thing prevents all these arguments before they even start.
yeah,
And it just keeps it simple, and you can do what you're meant to do, is create.
yeah, and avoiding the whole conversation of like who wrote what or who like what percentage is what. Like you put your stuff as soon as you have the idea, and then
Yeah. I don't mean to continue on this point, but the problem is a lot of musicians, including myself, when I was in a band when I was younger, you think that when you register your song with a performance right organization like BMI or SOCAN, that your song is protected. Oh, I registered. No. What SOCAN does, and BMI and ASCAP, is they collect royalties on your behalf. That's what they do. They don't register your song which proves that
Ownership.
it's yours. Correct, right?
Yeah.
So we're the step before that. And then And then you can actually, for example, I write a song with you and it was supposed to be 50-50, and then I go on my account and I'm like, I see that you took 90%.
Yeah.
I can make a claim against SOCAN. I could say, hey, I wrote that song. What they'll do is they'll actually look into it. If I have a birth certificate from SongProof, they can say, yeah, you're right. You should be getting 50-50. So it prevents all of that. It's really the first step.
But what can also happen is if you don't have a proof of ownership and there's a dispute, and then SOCAN or any other PRO, they may freeze your royalties. So then you're not getting paid. And then if you don't have the proof and if your co-writer is not in agreement with the split, then you're not getting paid. So a lot of artists that I've met, so I was at North by Northeast in Toronto, and a lot of artists told me, oh, I'm protected, I'm registered with SOCAN. So there's a lot of misinformation there because SOCAN registers your information to collect your royalties, but they don't deal with protection. They don't deal with proof of ownership. And they will freeze your royalties if there is a dispute. And then it goes into litigation if you're not able to resolve that dispute. And that costs sometimes more money than your royalties. And it's not even worth it.
Yeah.
And I have met artists who have just kind of walked away from the dispute because they don't want to spend money on litigation. Right? And then you lose your royalties. You never collect them. There's a statute of limitations on collecting it and dealing with any infringement. So if you have the SongProof certificate and it has both of the co-writers' names and their percentage of ownership, you can send that to SOCAN. And even if your co-writer is not registered with SongProof, they would receive an email with their SongProof certificate. Okay, so they have complete knowledge and, possession of that certificate. So if they want to raise any dispute or issue, they can raise it immediately. And you can send that to SOCAN as proof of your ownership, avoid the litigation, avoid the costs. A lot of artists, they only deal with this when they're in litigation.
Yeah, or like you wait until your song blows up for you to deal with this. But it's like if you take that $1 and that like 1 second to do it at the beginning, if your song blows up, then you're covered. You don't have to deal with anything. And if your song doesn't blow up, then at least you spent $1. You spent $1 and your song, who knows, it'll blow up later. Like
I mean, I think of it this way, and when we were developing the app and all this kind of stuff, one thing I could not get out of my mind. When an idea comes to you, whether it's a song, whether it's a poetry, whether it's whatever it is, lyrics, at the moment you think of it, if you songproof it, that is 100% yours.
Yeah.
Later on that day, you want to talk to people and somebody wants to collaborate with you. By all means, let's do it. Then you songproof another version of the same song, but then you're giving your 50% of the 100% to the other person. But you start with the right. You start with the proper understanding that idea came to me. It didn't come to 5 people at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay?
And now that you brought that up, like, can you put poetry? Like, is it, you can put
other
things?
There's a voice memo.
Voice memo, anything, voice memo, anything. Okay.
Anything.
And now I'm curious because, like, I have things in my voice memos or in my camera roll. Like, is there some way to import, or it's like you record on? Or I guess I could record my recording.
If it's an
You
MP3
can drop
file,
in, drop.
Oh, you can import it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
you can just drag and drop an MP3
file.
file
Oh,
or any
okay.
kind of audio file.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Yeah, there's 2 ways. So even my older songs, you can just
Yeah.
drag and drop.
Oh,
Drag and drop
okay.
it, you know?
Okay, perfect.
So yeah, that function is there. I mean that to me is something that is really overlooked. That 2 people cannot have 100% of an idea when the idea happens.
Yeah, of course.
So why not the person who has the 100% idea say it is mine,
Yeah.
and then decide what you want to do with it. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's so simple. It literally takes seconds.
Yeah.
And
It's
it's fun to see your catalog grow.
yeah, I guess it's also like just like you're not scrambling. Like I know in the past, like when I've written lyrics, like they're all just in different like in my notes app, I have like 900 notes. So it's like you're scrolling and you're like
scrolling, yeah.
searching up keywords that you remember just to try and find the note, or it's like whatever. But I guess this way it's like you literally don't have to worry about it.
It's right there.
It's
It's
right
in your
there.
pocket.
And I mean, coming back to what Henna was saying, she was giving an example of the PROs, the SOCANs of the
Yeah.
world, and ASCAP. I'll give an example where your audience probably would be able to relate a lot more. YouTube. Takedown notices.
Yeah.
Okay? Happens a lot. And what does YouTube do? They basically throw the responsibility of proof to the two people who are in question.
Yeah.
And they say, well, we don't know what to do. This guy uploaded it at this time. You uploaded it 10 minutes later. This guy stays. I'm taking the 10 minutes later guy down, and you guys figure it out.
Yeah.
Where does that go?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you're going to get a lawyer involved. Try to call YouTube. Does anybody pick up? Okay. Nobody picks up.
Yeah.
Now you have a certificate which is based on blockchain. You just email them that, and because they ask you that, do you have any evidence? Well, now
Yeah.
you do.
Yeah.
Here's
And
a-
the lawyer's built into the app, so
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about it.
You know? Now somebody asked me that. What if YouTube does not accept your certificate? I said, you're going to tell me a tech company which is owned by Google does not believe in blockchain?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I mean, your generation will have a field day with that.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. Okay, so we have 3 generations who all co-founded SongProof, all believe in SongProof. What's the best thing, in your opinion, about SongProof? Quick, one line, best thing about SongProof.
Organized, all in your pocket, all your creativity protected.
Okay, Nadim?
Bring the world together.
Yeah, through music and
Through music,
protection.
protection.
Yeah.
Protection, proof, evidence.
Yeah, love that. Simple, punchy, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And if you had to give, if each of you have your different expertise and your different, I think we have 80 combined years of experience between all 3 of you in like the music industry and everything. If you guys had to give a piece of advice to someone like me, like I'm in my 20s, or someone just starting out in the music industry, like what would you guys say to them?
I would say that your art matters,
Yeah.
and there's value there, and you shouldn't take it for granted, because like we spoke about earlier, it does come at you so fast. But to slow down, and that your art matters, and you should
Yeah.
be protecting it, because you don't even know the type of ways in the future that it'll be broadcast.
Yeah, that's so true.
My first record contract that I signed, I know I'm going on, but in the contract it said we will distribute your music with cassettes, not vinyl, because that's I think your
That was my generation. Right?
but it was like cassettes and CDs and other ways known or not known at this time.
Right.
Yeah.
So that contract, they still till this day on Spotify, that's something that was unknown at the time.
Yeah.
They would have had publishing on it. How we not fought for it back.
Yeah.
So that's, I forgot the question, but that's my answer.
Your advice to musicians starting
Yeah,
out.
so you should protect your art, and and it's got value.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. Nadim.
So I would say your generation has a lot of tools
Yes.
where creativity can happen at a speed that we could not even dream of when we were your age. It has given you powers that we could only hope that one day we would have. What we used to have, $20,000 of the gear, maybe 5 people saved up.
Yeah,
You guys have it on an app.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, the garage studio, this, that, all that. These things used to cost a lot of money.
Yeah.
Okay, so it has given you all the tools, and you can come up with things on the instant. Good for you. With AI, for example, and I'm seeing this clash happening a lot, that even in your generation, and when I speak to people your age, the amount of AI fatigue, the amount of dislike they have for AI, especially when it comes in the creative world,
Yeah. A lot of creatives are against AI.
against AI, it becomes even more important that your true voice, your true talent is recognized. Sonu, for example, what they did with scraping all those songs from YouTube and all that, some people who had copyright, some people did. Well, they did a bit of an, whatever they did, ethical, unethical. I'm not going to comment on that. But there's thousands and thousands of people who are your age who are putting this creative energy and content up there. It should matter.
Yeah.
That's my advice. Protect it.
Thank you. Hannah?
Yeah, so I think a lot of clients come to me after, the fire is already there. It's,
Yeah.
And they have a massive problem, and then they're panicking, and then they have to spend more money to resolve that, right? So don't wait for the problem to arise. Take care of your paperwork beforehand. And I know that everything seems perfect at the beginning and everyone is on good terms. And I am trained to think worst case scenario, but sometimes that prevents an even worse scenario later
Yeah.
on. So don't shy away from paperwork. Don't shy away from, even just consulting with a lawyer, dealing with the business side of things. It's 99 cents
Yeah.
per upload. It's extremely affordable. Just have your paperwork in order. Set aside, an hour a week just to deal with the business side, with the admin side of your creation. That's really important.
Thank you. Yeah, I agree. Honestly, like as a Gen Z and like as someone who is used to those like short, like, quick things like apps, this, that, like
Yeah.
I guess we can get caught up in like the business side, or we'll think like, oh, like maybe we have to hire someone to take care of this, or hire a lawyer, hire someone to manage this. But it's like you just download an app,
Yeah.
you press record,
You're
you
done.
pay 99 cents,
Yeah.
and it's done, and you literally don't have to worry about it for
no.
forever.
Until somebody asks you otherwise, well, here it is.
And there's no
Yeah.
subscription. It's
Okay, no
there's
subscription.
no
No,
subscription.
We didn't want it.
Yeah,
It's
so
it's
'cause, like,
subscription
yeah,
fatigue.
if you yeah, that's true. Because then it's like you have to worry about it, but it's like this is on your own terms. Like if you whenever inspiration strikes, you
You do
just
it.
upload.
And the credits don't expire. Like if you buy a package of 25 songs or
Okay.
25 credits, they
forever.
never expire.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what
Perfect.
happening. Most of the people are buying 25
Yeah.
because they don't know when inspiration is going to hit them.
And your
Yeah.
first song is free when you register
Yes.
first time.
Okay, first song is
Yeah.
free.
And no credit card required for the first song.
No credit card. Okay.
We really wanted to make it because this is a
Accessible.
passion project. This is not we're gonna try to get subscriptions. This is literally for artists.
Yeah.
So we took out all the barriers. No credit card. First song is free. Try it. Fool around with it. You can buy a package, like Hannah mentioned. They don't expire, and it's all there, and it doesn't go away. And so far, we have thousands of songs from hundreds of artists in 50 countries?
55.
55
countries.
55
Yeah.
countries.
Wow.
So it's really cool.
And it's
Good.
globally
I
recognized.
mean, Nigeria is blowing up because it's all export music,
Okay.
reggaeton.
Yeah.
The whole
And
that thing,
Afrobeats, yeah.
Afrobeat, right? Okay. That's blowing up. Latin America is blowing up.
Wow.
Because in those countries, they don't have any kind of official copyright or nothing close to what U.S. has. So it's word of mouth. And the minute you go to someone that, why did you do this? Is well, so I did it. Prove what you lost. And that starts with, well, I did it 5 years ago, dude.
Yeah.
I lost a lot. Is it? Do you have evidence that you did it 5 years ago? You know?
That's right. It brings up a good point. Like, and it's not always a complete song. It could be beats.
Yeah. Just a
There's-
segment.
There's like big producers that just hire a bunch of kids. They're like beat factories. They're just kids working on beats, and then they'll pay the kid off, and then they've got this killer beat. But how bad did you feel that you worked on this beat and you hear it on a hit song? Well, you can register that beat. So because the entry of 99 cents is so low, all these countries are saying, whoa, wait a minute, this is something that can give me, like you mentioned earlier, at inception, here's my proof.
Here's my proof. Okay.
And is there, I guess I have a question actually about once you hit record, is there like a time limit?
No.
So, okay, so like hypothetically speaking, like could you put like a couple different segments in one, or is it like you need to have it each their own?
Each their own. But if you want to have a couple of things together, then I would suggest that you do a voice memo, put
Yeah.
it all together into one file, and drag and drop that file.
Okay.
Okay.
Even for organizational purposes, like you could technically do that, but then how are you going to search up, right? So it's better to have.
Yeah,
like,
more just if it was like a one song, but it's like this chorus, this verse, but it's like not completed and
You could throw it all in one, for
Yeah.
sure. I have like used it in a way where it's like, here's my riff. It'll say riff for this song, and then it'll say chorus for this song, and then it'll be like, but you'll see the evolution of it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
and then maybe the fourth version will be a combination of all.
Yeah.
And I'll write that in my title. So the title might be the song title plus latest version demo acoustic.
And is there like a section to write like any notes about it or?
Well, do we have a no? Actually, no. This is strictly based on audio right
Audio,
now.
audio.
Audio. So whether MP, whatever audio file format you have, or live record.
Okay.
There is a section on our thing where we get into the metadata side where you can actually write down your song lyrics and all that. But that's on a web version, not on an app version.
Okay.
But that's more for musicians who are really going as a career.
Okay.
Or labels.
Labels
They want to
and
put
all
the
that.
lyrics. They've got like licensing deals and stuff.
Okay.
Like,
But we've had people asking us that when you're coming up with writer's proof, when you're coming up with voice proof.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess like the ideas are endless. You can song-proof anything, I guess.
Exactly. You know, video,
Or audiobooks,
audiobooks.
or manuscripts.
You know, there was an interesting email we got the other
Yeah.
day that someone came out. Apparently, someone quite influential that said that audiobooks and Kindles and all that. Can I songproof that?
Yeah.
Because apparently, there's a lot of theft going on a lot of counterfeit going on in that.
Wow.
so the other thing is a really well-known international artist told me that he's like, I'm not going after anybody. I'm not going. Well, what I do want is have my legacy on there so that I can pass this on to my kids. So should I not be here one day, my kids have this proof of all the songs I have written.
Oh, yeah.
Should somebody want to use my song in a movie, license
Yeah.
it, they have the proof. I own the publishing, I own the masters. They can forward the certificate. So they're using it, which I never thought of.
Yeah.
But
That's
that's
important.
pretty.
It's important because that goes part of your state, which actually goes to your kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what do you leave if you don't have it cataloged that way? What do you leave random cassettes around?
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
you know. But now, if you have a catalog which is all time stamped, then the state, which is inherited by your children, can actually license those things out.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Interesting and simple. Like
Yeah.
so easy to get caught up in like all the technical side, but it's like it's all right there in one app, and it's
That's a good point because we wanted to make it simple, and it's hard to make something functional and simple at the same time. And I know
Yeah.
we've had many discussions
Yeah.
and versions of the app,
Yes.
and you would think it's simple, just make it simple, but it's
it's
a lot of work.
Yeah.
Lot of work, but
And I think artists want to create, and they don't want to dabble and worry about that.
Yeah.
So we made it like really,
yeah. That's
like
why
even I
it's-
can use it.
That's why it's so nice that it's just press record.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
very user friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
very user friendly. I mean, I think the thing to do, I mean, your audience is listening, Bella. I mean, I would say try it out, songproof.com. Go sign up,
Yeah.
take it for a spin,
Try it out.
try
Yeah.
it out. And a lot of people are doing it, so you're in good company.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
have-
First credit is free.
First credit's free. Try it out. You have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Especially for your first song, just literally it's free. And then after that, 99 cents, and it's better to spend 99 cents and spend your time worrying and then paying for lawyers.
And you know what? We're always looking for ambassadors and people to, you can follow us on Instagram and check out what we do and look at the artists that are already using it. And
It's a nice community.
it is.
Yeah. And so many creatives are, you connect on TikTok, on Instagram, whatever, but this way it's like it's legal and it's songproofed and it's in the blockchain. So
Yep.
Yeah. Soundproof it.
Soundproof.
songproof it. Thank you guys so
Thank
much.
you so much,
Bella.
Bella. Thank you very much.
It was so nice to hear from, 3 different generations' perspectives on why we should be, protecting our music and caring about these sort of things. Like, I know it's so easy for us to just have the idea and immediately want to put it out there because that's how it is today. It's short form, it's quick, it's fast, but so is Songproof. So that's why it's perfect for us, and it's perfect for any generation because it's user friendly. So
User-friendly.
it's accessible for us. We want quick things, we want fast things, perfect, and it's user friendly. Like,
Yeah.
what more can you want?
Thank you
Thanks
so
for
much.
having
Yes.
us.
Thank you.
Thank you.